Hello everyone, welcome on back to the receiving previous application in a different format which cannot be loaded by previous. Oh. Well, I guess there's no point in worrying about that. Alright, cool. Moving along. How is everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel that loves a challenge. I am your host, Zonomox. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I am doing pretty swell.
Look.
Yeah, clean as a whistle. Cool. Nothing else to really say so far. That's cool. Yeah, Polaroid pictures.
Can you take a picture of us?
Sure.
If we want to do it right, we could choose somewhere else.
Alright.
Why don't you choose?
The armory, corridor, tomorrow's room. Oh, okay. Hello? Is this what this has turned into? This is so funny. That's hilarious. Oh! Hey, that's a... Nope. Almost everybody's decent. Alright, that's it. That's it. That's the one. No, I gotta retake it. You gotta get everybody in a good picture here. Hey, there we go. What do you think?
That's a nice photo.
Thanks. That'll make for a great memento.
I love it.
There he is.
Take care, Sam.
Alright, later.
Alright, let's see what we've missed while we were out. Motherhood. Fine wine. Architect's already done. We don't gotta do any of that. Animal shelter's done. Adventure's done. Okay. I'm pretty sure my timefall shelter back at the beginning is still being utilized. Hello? Alright, let's, cargo... What cargo have we got here? Pizza Chef, you'll come with me, because I gotta go out that way anyway. Somebody must have just put this in here, because that wasn't there, like, half a second ago. Recover ghost mech cargo from weapons factory. Yeah, let's do it. It's on the way, so...
Thank you. See you soon.
Whose is this? Oh, some Redder players stuff. Okay. From the F1 terminal, which means we have to deliver, we've got to go all the way back. We're in here. Hey! Welcome back, Nav. How you doing? Sorry I didn't see you immediately. I was, busy. Busy doing nothing. How's your day been? That's motherhood, isn't it? You're okay. Compact surveillance. We'll drop all this metal in the nearest road we find. Oh, another compact surveillance somebody wants dropped off, so that's good. Okay, 2 for the price of 1. Doing good in yourself? I am doing alright. Work was long, work was hard, but who cares about that? We're here now. Yep, just finishing up the stuff we have around this area. We have 2 big objectives. 1, Ghost Mech, which I think is out that way. Knock that out, and then delivered to data scientist. Main order at F1 terminal. The F1 terminal is also located next to our first aid thing, which we can finally bring back up because it's within our stuff. And since we gotta go all this way anyway, it's best we can knock out our first aid stuff since it's along the path now. Cool. Okay. Deploy a ladder? Where does it want the ladder at? Here. Construct ladder. Okay. At work, trying you like a slave? Oh goodness. Listen, biblical slavery wasn't no joke. Mechanic, I think we can do that because we're gonna have to come on the way back anyway, so. See, when it started doing stuff like rain, I was expecting, like, a hell of a lot more floods and stuff. Oh, Battle Skeleton Gold level 3 is out. I guess I'm gonna have to go back to that at some point. Once we drop off our stuff, we'll make gloves and the skeleton. Because both of them are fine for right now. They're just not great. See, this feels like it would turn into, like, mudslide. Makes me think of a song that we had to sing when I was young in high school about working on the railroad. Yeah. You may actually occasionally hear me just go it off because, you know, I did a lot of choir, and so I've got a lot of stupid songs stuck in my head. Working, I been working on the railroad, working to pass the time. I'm working, I've been working on the railroad, working to pass the time. I'm working. Do-do-do-do. Early morning, rise up. So early morning, hear it. I hear the captain shouting, Dinah, blow your horn, Dinah, baby. Dinah, Dinah, she's in the kitchen now, Dinah. Someone I know, Dinah. Someone's with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo. Do-do-do-do. I do miss singing quite a bit. Do it quite often on my own time. People say I'm a decent singer, so... I've only been classically trained. No, I certainly haven't been classically trained. I've definitely been trained, for sure. And I've been singing, like, the vast majority of my life, but... The only training I found was songs on the radio. You know, ooh, that bitch so scandalous. You know, shit like that. So I would just, you know, parrot what I heard. And funnily enough, my first real introduction to learning that I could sing was country music. That's why occasionally you'll hear me break off into country, and it's probably my most... my easiest genre to knock for some reason, just because I think it's my longest genre. Request ladder. Oh, I'll make that ladder here in a second. Oh, we don't need the doctor, do we? I think we're done with it, aren't we? Also, why? Oh, you guys are doing stuff. Resins, PCC2.
This one's for you. And this one's for you.
Oh, that's all I can give you is 1,000? Alright. Give me your PCC. Oh! Did we actually finish off the Motherhood, or were we... No, we were just really close. Okay. Alright, let's see what we've gotten here. Eye strain, meds, architect. I think architect is done. And all of these are garbage we don't need. Okay. Cool. Please give me what I want. An end.
Your constant support hasn't gone unnoticed.
Frick! Why?
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Order completed. Well done.
pleasure my ass. Alright, let's get these cycling things out the way here. Battle skeleton, and I also think my gloves are ruined? Are they gone? Equip transport. Oh, I must have just... They must have just be gone. Alright, fabricate. We need... Combat boots are fine, sneaking boots. We need the gold skelly. I don't know why gold skelly... I guess it really don't matter to me, but... Combat gloves level 2. Do we not have combat gloves 3? Or is there no combat gloves 3? I thought that there was, but... Playable shield, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Alright, both of these equip. Oh, do I have to do them one by one? And then we need to fabricate one ladder. Oh, hold on. I have 3 ladders on me? That doesn't sound right. Oh, I do have one... I do have 3 ladders on me. Huh. Okay. Let's also fabricate one high-capacity blood bag. Didn't realize I still needed one. Alright, cool, chilly, ready to roll.
So great.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, what was that weird noise? The footsteps wasn't too much of a mystery, but that pounding sound like something. What was it? Does anyone have any idea? You went to check out that noise, right, Sam? Oh, what was that noise? Stupid. We'll go up and check. Gave you 100 additional likes for your ladder. I see. I'm on the way. May as well. Not my favorite thing, but we'll do it. We have a bunch of stuff to do here. Enemy requests, which we can do. Data scientist. I think this is the big main order. Ghost mech parts. Animal shelter, because we have that delivery. Pioneers, lost recovery stuff, and then one piece of raw tar manganite or whatever. We got a lot to do before we head over to this next order. Since we're here, we may as well. It's already right here.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Alright, delivered. It's probably not gonna bump us up, but I think it'll... Maybe we'll get close. Hey, it did bump me up! Hell yeah!
It would be if it wasn't for your constant support. It isn't much, but we want you to have this.
Alright, cool.
Your material allows...
Glad that I don't have to come back here for any garbage. So motherhood is done.
Thanks again for everything, Sam. You've done entirely too much for us. I mean it. If you're feeling hard-pressed or even just a little tough, we'd all be happy. You've proven yourself to be a true...
I can stay in the women's shelter. That's fairly nice and very unexpected. I thought they were going to be like, no. Use a man. That's the spirit. Alright. Let's take our happy emu ass out there. We have a bunch of stuff that we have to do. The best bet, I think, is to deliver stuff as we can. And then knock out the other things as we go. And then on the way back, we'll just bring whatever we can back if we need to. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that it's only, like, trikes and stuff, because it would be really cool if we had, like, a mechanical horse or something. It'd be pretty hilarious to me. F2 to south distribution. Hold on, is F2 the one we're going to, or the one we're coming from? Hold on. Because I'm pretty sure... This is F1. Yeah, so F2 is the next one we're heading to. Alright. So if I see any F2, I need to remember to grab them. Because F1 is West Fort. Or East Fort. Whatever fort! Hartman's lab, we don't care about that. High output transformer. I hope that F2 doesn't have a fuck ton of stuff for me to pick up. Because as much as I enjoy running back and forth, hint, I do fucking not. Do you play different games when you're not streaming? Yeah, occasionally. Path of Exile is my bread and butter. I go to that game when I don't know what else to do with my life and I don't know what else I want to play, so... I play Path of Exile a lot. Currently, what's going on? ESO has their free content right now during QuakeCon, so I have downloaded it just yesterday, and I am about to fully take advantage of the fact that all the content is open, because my character was slowly making their way through the entirety of Tamriel on foot on my own time. Maybe I should start a whole new character and do a whole new, like, no fast travel through the entirety of ESO. I mean, the only reason I don't play it on the regular is because, obviously, I would either have to purchase the things or pay the subscription, and I don't have the money for either at the moment, so... But yeah, I play ESO in some of my spare time. Let's see, Risk of Rain 2, when I just feel like playing something real quick that I can enjoy. Vampire Survivors, I play on my PC. I have been trying to max everything, and let me tell you, the hundreds of hours I have into Vampire Survivors, is obnoxious. And not, I wouldn't even say hundreds of hours. I'd say quite a large number of hours, and it's a lot. Let's see, what else do I play on my off time? Phoenix Wright, Luft, and I have been playing on our own time. We're I think into the second to last game, finally. Which, it's long as hell, and I'm just like, why? Why did they do this? And then, let's see, Saints Row, the new one that released. I actually don't think it's too bad. I know it gets a lot of shit for everybody being like, it would woke and everything, and I'm like, but it's funny as fuck. What do you mean? It's hilarious. Anybody who like is even remotely in tune with today's humor will find it fucking hilarious. And yeah, it's not Saints Row, but like, it's definitely Saints Row-esque, but it's certainly, like, not big gang activity Saints Row. It doesn't take itself seriously, which I find is great, because I felt like sometimes the series took itself very seriously, and this was a really good way to bring people back who might otherwise completely ignore it. Let's see. Actually, if you give me half a second, I can tell you what's on my thing. Stand by. Let's see, Path of Exile, Wasteland 3 I'm going back to, Final Fantasy I'm playing through the original Final Fantasies, Sky occasionally, No Man's Sky I kind of like quite a bit, Balatro pisses me off but I play it quite a bit, Helldivers, Minecraft, which I am trying to put together all of the things that I want in a single server for Minecraft. I'd like to get a good enough computer to be able to play Minecraft properly, and then Warframe. You know, I have a lot of time into Warframe, so a lot of time into Warframe. Yep, that's about it. Uma Musume, it's my mobile game right now. I do love me some good horse girl games, so. Is that a freaking... Oh, it's a bola. Who cares about that? Yeah, but that's pretty much it right now. Like, I don't have too much time to play a lot of games on my own. When you see me playing games for the stream, it is usually me playing games. Like, what I play is truly what I enjoy. Yeah, I mean, I try and play things when I can. Like, Path of Exile is always going to be that game I go to because I can hop on for a couple minutes, I can hop on for a couple hours. And both of them are fine for me. It's not a game that demands all of my time, just all of my attention when I play it. Once we grab this, we'll move back along that coastline there. Might actually not be a bad idea to just drop these off. We're not far enough away from the mechanic to make it hard. What about yourself? What do you end up usually playing? You got anything that's really tickling your fancy these days? Oh, are they back? Please don't tell me they're back. I guess we'll have to see. We'll check when we get closer to this ridge. Ludo? Ludo. Why does that sound familiar? Ludo. Is that something that came out just recently? Oh, I know why they're weapons requests. Because they're about to walk into an enemy base. Now I see. Enemy request will get that. Animal shelter. Data scientist, I need the ghost mech stuff before I do data scientist. So we'll do lost cargo first. First person horror? Yeah, I feel like I've heard something about it. I don't honestly know enough about it, but I definitely feel like I know the name. Or at least I've heard the name recently. We're going out here for this cargo first, and then we're going to the Pioneer. Yeah, honestly, like, I can't really think of too much that, personally, I'd be excited to play right now. Expedition 33, I think, is probably top of my list of things that I want to play right now. Mainly because, like, I can't think of a game that is closer to Legend of Dragoon than that thing is. As soon as I saw the combat system, I fell in love. So, I'm not the biggest fan of just waiting for Delta. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta does look... It's too bad I will not be the channel where you can come see it. I'm sorry. I would love to play it. I really do, but I cannot justify giving Konami any of my money. Personally didn't like 33. I have been looking forward to it quite a bit, but it really does remind me of Legend of Dragoon, and I might be dragging myself into a prison of disappointment thinking that. But nonetheless, it looks good to me, so hopefully it will be. If not, no big deal. Ain't no pickles about it. I'll tell you how good it is. Listen, I'm sure it's gonna be great. I'm sure it's gonna be everything I loved about Metal Gear in the first place. So, don't worry, you don't have to tell me. I'm sure it'll be, like, fantastic, and I'll kick myself that I feel like I have to stick to my guns and not give in. I can't even tell you the last time I picked up a game from EA, because of how strongly I feel about the way the company does their bullshit. Like, I have quit playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Entirely, and boy do I fucking love me some Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because I don't want to give Konami any of my money. That's just how strongly I feel about, like, vote with your wallet mentality. Said he's not going to play Delta either. Hell yeah! Kojima and I don't have anything in common except for that. Maybe our complex storytelling, but I ain't gonna fucking beat my own meat here and be like, yeah, I tell stories like a god. Yeah, I would hope that he wouldn't go ahead and do it, even though it's definitely... I would consider Snake Eater an absolute masterpiece. Yeah, it's got stuff wrong with it. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but it's still damn good nonetheless. Alright, restore road. We're gonna drop one of these metals in here. Hold on. Let's put put my repair spray in there. We've got Kangaroo Fur and Data Scientist and South Distribution 2. Let's see what we've got in this box. Yeah, I think it's funny. I think a lot of people come into the thing and they're like, whoa, this is gonna be cool watching somebody do this. And then they see it's exactly what it says, and it's not cool at all. And people are like, why did I stop and waste my time to come watch this dude do this exact thing? But yeah, I mean, let's see. Cool games that we have coming out. I am excited for Battlefield 6. You guys, I don't think any of the new people have been on here long enough to know that, man, I shoot like an epileptic riding a unicycle. I am garbage at shooters, but boy, when it comes to Battlefield, do I have a serious problem. It's one of those games that, like, yeah, I'm gonna suck at it, but I'm gonna have fun sucking at it. So Battlefield 6, maybe I can get the boys back together, and we can do us some garbage plays. Open betas on Saturday. I know! I'm so excited, but I'm also really mad because guess what I'm going to be doing on Saturday? This! As much as I would love to go ahead and play some Battlefield on stream so you guys can understand how absolute garbage I am at the game. Now, we're going to be playing Death Stranding. Locking some time in. Because, you know, the weekends are really the only time that I have to put serious leverage or serious time into this thing. BT figure, yeah, we're gonna grab that. Since we're heading to the Pioneer anyway. No reason not to knock it out. I personally really would like to play, like, racing games, but you know what? My favorite racing game on the planet is Burnout. And I don't think they've made a new Burnout in a long time. And I just don't think Burnout is for everybody. I really enjoyed the concept of crashing the shit out of my car into everybody else's car. But I don't think a lot of people really enjoy that. Everybody wants prowess. They don't want somebody slamming into everybody left and right all day. But I grew up in the era of, you know, Gran Turismo, where the height of everybody's love of racing was driving Mini Coopers backwards to try and see who would make it across the finish line. And everybody's going like 20 miles an hour. And so you would just be there for like 20 minutes racing backwards Mini Coopers. Yeah. And that was entertaining back in the day. Or, you know, banging your head against some Crash Bandicoot ass level for like the next 3 hours. So I think my my inability to just play games normally and always look for the most difficult thing was developed early from things like The Lion King and Aladdin. Some of the hardest games I've ever played. Or, you know, Hello Kitty World. One of the goddamn hardest games I have ever played in my life. Not even kidding. Hello Kitty World, obnoxiously difficult. Obnoxiously difficult. Easily one of the top 5 hardest games I've ever played in my life. Not even a just. Not even for, like, janky controls or anything. It's the controls were slippery. But, man, controlling that character when they're just ping-ponging, zip-zapping, doodadding, wing-wonging, zing-quagging, you know, all over the place, made it really rough. The character just felt super slippery all the time. Ooh, you better correct yourself, my dude. Field wearing tools will throw our thing into that. Yeah, okay. We good? Probably not, no. About 3,000. I think 3,000 is what it's gonna need. I think.
Order completed. Well done.
Share with other players. What have we got? Moisturizer. We don't have anything good. Damn, people really bring in these old things. Government base? Come the hell on. No way. Oh, it's because it needed the underdowsing thing. Motherhood. We don't care about you anymore. Mechanic. We will, however, regret that. Ladder. Assault. Grenade pistol. We're gonna... we gotta be quiet when we go in for this machine parts, I assume. And I assume they're gonna be really heavy and unnecessarily bulky. Let's go ahead and... what do we have to give out? This PCC-1, this ladder, attached to suit. Let's keep one ladder on us. You guys know how I love my ladders. Container repair spray will drop that. Special tools, metals. Okay, we're gonna offload all of those. Alright, cool. Okay, next along the path. So we've got that done. Next is Lost Recovery, but I think Ghost Mech comes before that. White Kangaroo. As much as I'd love to go get these albino things, I love that the nebulas are just popping up everywhere. It's such a nice and cool thing. Also like that his hand is out like that. Good picture. I like it. Alright, move it along. How far is this? 800 something. Which means it was probably an item that I need to pick up. But I think what we should do is organize our packing stuff. Anything that I can carry on my back, I think I need to get off. Attach the suit. have any space for it. What's on my tool rack? Okay, nothing I can take out. Ladders or metal, that can 100% go out. PCC, and we can attach that to suit now. Tool rack is a shotgun. Blood grenades. We've only got one level 1 blood grenade, and it's not even full? Jeez. Materials. Is this on... This is on cargo 1, right? Okay. Cargo 2. Or maybe we need to load that onto cargo 1. And then just keep switching the two here. Cargo 2. Cargo 2. Medium. Cargo 2. Then cargo 2 will take our 400 metals, move it on to cargo 1. One will be supplies, and the other's going to be items. I think is the best way to go about it. Sorry about the break here, guys. Just making sure everything is properly adjusted. Okay, supplies on cargo 1. Deliveries on cargo 2. Emu I clearly cannot put on either of them, so... Alright, cool. Easy. Well worth taking a moment to readjust everything. Means that I can slot a couple more items than I could. I think, yeah, that's all upside down rainbow, which means I'm gonna have to collect the ghost parts in a very treacherous location. Not looking forward to that. I'll probably detach and then probably just hand carry. Maybe one by one. Depending on how large the parts are. Because if it's all, like, extra large parts, then I'm gonna be in trouble. One drink from the canteen. Hello, welcome back. Alright, let me... the only thing that I can really grab is the emu off of my back. Which is not great. I'm wondering if I could sticky gun these large packages. I guess it's probably not a good idea since we're going to be going into big territory there. Alright. Yeah, we're going into BT territory. I don't know if live animal in BT territory causes problems or not. I guess now's the time to find that out. Ooh, I don't like that. That reeks of boss. Just medium. Okay. Silent, lightweight, sniper trank. That's good. I mean, I've got a few of them already, but still. If this is simple as grab it and go, I'll be happy. If it's more than just one part, I will not be happy. I didn't see any enemies, so it might just be a matter of getting in, grabbing it.
I sense the presence of the dead. Be on your guard.
Hello? What is that, and why is it red?
Like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
I don't even know what that is. There's no good way to do this. I'm over here holding my fucking breath. I can't help it. It's such a bad habit. Because I've played too many games where, like, where there's games and horror games with voice-activated microphone stuff. I love playing those kind of things. So yes, when Sam holds his breath, I hold my breath. Also a bad habit from when I was a kid and I used to watch movies. And, like, whenever I'd watch a movie, whenever the main character was holding her breath or something, I would immediately also hold my breath. So I would see if I could hold my breath as long as they did. Hello? Where's all my stuff? Yeah, so whenever somebody else holds their breath in, like, movies or shows and stuff like that, I also have a bad habit of doing that. Whoa, 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 where's all my stuff at? Hello? I'm not crazy, where's my things? There's no way my shit's this far back. Hello? I don't think it's that far back, but I guess we'll check it. There's no way my shit's this far back. Holy hell, it is! Jesus Christ! I didn't even realize all my stuff was way back here. I'm over here walking across the universe. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that I've always liked the concept of, you know, when somebody else is holding their breath and you're holding your breath, not only are you in character with them, but you're kind of competing against them.
Let's get a move on.
Alright, off we go. Now, next is going to be our dropping off over here at Data Scientist Place, which this is 600 something, just about the same distance. How far is that? 200 something. I'm glad this emu doesn't fight me the entire way. Do that for movies? Yeah, I can't tell you the amount of listen, you want a real true blue challenge? There's this movie that's based on true events called Sanctum. It's about cave divers and a big discovery of a mystery that had haunted spelunkers for so long. And there's a scene in where the dude's just fucking holding his breath. And to this day, I think it is like one of the hardest breath holding scenes I've ever encountered in a movie. It's insanely difficult to hold your breath as long as that particular one. Did it for Finding Nemo. I almost didn't make it. That's funny. Sanctum, I think, is probably one of the longest breath-holding scenes I've ever seen. Talking about movies that I feel like I really enjoy, let's talk about shit that I don't enjoy. And the fucking, what is it, Until Dawn movie that they did that wasn't even Until Dawn, it was Until Piece of Garbage. Like, it was terrible. Like, why did they change it? The movie didn't need to be made because the game was already damn good and they literally could have just done the game and it would have been A-okay. And they didn't need to go ahead and turn it into a 90s, like, pseudo-horror slasher whatever. It didn't need that treatment. They did my boy dirty. Oh, BT figure for Pioneer. No, yeah, we gotta pick up Pioneer stuff, so. Trailer alone set me off, it was so stupid. Yeah, I had the exact same feeling. As soon as I saw that trailer, I was like, oh yeah, Until Dawn! And as soon as I saw the warping, I was like, nope. Until I find a better movie to watch. I get really upset when I see video game movies, and it's just like, they don't just keep some of the concept, because the games itself have such a good concept already. Like, there was no need to turn Monster Hunter into, the military, we got warped into another world, we gotta fight Big Dino! Like, there was no need for that. None at all. It would have been just fine had they left it as it was. Like, I get it that they're, quote, trying to appeal to a broader audience, but the audience isn't dumb enough to, like, you could have given them high fantasy. Or Borderlands. I did not see Borderlands. I refused. I was like, no way. I'm not gonna do it. But, like, yeah, I've heard that it's pretty garbage. And I just don't understand why they need to go ahead and turn these movies, these video games, into, like, absolute trash dumpster fire things. I don't understand, like, why do video game movies have to be trash? Is it, like, is it a thing? Is it, like, the requirement? Can you only make a video game movie if it's garbage? I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see... I think that there's like maybe 1 or 2 video game movies that I have seen that are good, but I cannot remember for the life of me. Listen, you want to talk about bad video game movies that I love, though? The Super Mario Brothers movie from the 90s or 2000s or whatever it was? That's some Class A trash that I love. With a passion. So much so, I had that bitch on cassette so I could listen to the movie. Hope the Just Stranding movie isn't... Whoa, hold on. Hold on. Tell me you did not just say those words to me and expect me not to, like, give you a big hold up. There's a Death Stranding movie coming. For the love of God. It better be all the cast and the way it was meant to. Like, I can see them going ahead and doing the movie and it being pretty decent. I could see Death Stranding being boiled down to like a 2.5 hour movie. I could see it, because, you know, vast majority of the thing is walking from place to place. I could see it happening. I just don't know how that's gonna roll. Alright, let's deliver this stuff. Please finish this thing. It's probably not. Oh, what? A dog mine! Canine-shaped landmine that'll chase and attack at a... Only able to attack once. Dog mines electrocute humans, blast mechanicals with explosives. They're unable, however, to detect BTs, and they're ineffective. Up to 8 dog mines can be deployed at once. That is so fucking cool. Oh my god, that's awesome. I love it. Alright, data scientist, I'm sorry for slandering your good name. You have earned your keep with those dog mines. I may never use them, but the fact that they exist is cool enough to me. Contain disassembled dog-type ghost. Ah, that's cool. That's super cool, man. People are gonna fucking have little dog things. Awesome. Perfect for those who don't like combat. Yeah. Dog guard, so I made some tweaks and removed the self-destruct. After ghost mechs are bloated, so now it's more of a dog mech. You're gonna love it. I am gonna love it. Listen, I'm totally about it. You have redeemed yourself. You are no longer annoying. You gave me dog mines. I have no problem with you any longer. Right, what have we got? Imitation, sake, garbage, 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 garbage. Okay. Anything to take out. Recover pizza. We'll recover one, at least one empty pizza container. I've got to do both of these, so... Let's see. This is done. Deliver security. I really don't want to, but it is on the way, so... I guess we can do that. Rock salts. Some strange zones. Oh, this is the F2 South Distribution Center. Ugh, I didn't realize that was the F2 Distribution Center. Fuck, I don't need any of this Distribution Center stuff. God damn it. What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Ooh, I've seen some real bad movies in my time. Let me think. Worst movie I've ever seen. Well, first, let me entrust this cargo. Anything that is F2 distribution is gonna get. Because I thought that that was... different. Worst movie. I don't know. Like, bad movie that I would never want to see again, or like bad movie that I really enjoyed that I would love to see more of? Because I've seen some bad movies, but I also like really bad movies. It's too bad they're single use. Let's see. What would be a really bad movie? I mean, if we're talking classically bad movies like Hand of Monos and you know, the Planet Nine and stuff like that, those are pretty bad. If we're talking more... Let's see, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is pretty bad. But I also like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, because... yeah, it's bad. Alright, cool. We can get a fuck ton of stuff done all at once right now. Let's see. Outside of, like, traditionally bad movies, let's see. There is this movie, I'm gonna have to look it up, that I can't recall the name of. It's a movie that is done in first-person view. It's pretty garbage, but I like it. No, not this. Not I Am Sam. What is it? First person view, shoot 'em up. I think Shoot 'em Up's a garbage movie that I also really love. Let's see. Not that. Movie. Hardcore Henry. Hardcore Henry was pretty garbage, but I liked Hardcore Henry a lot. Let me think. What else? What else is there that's pretty bad? The Van Helsing movies. Listen, I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this one, but fucking Power Rangers, the one with Isaac Ooze, I cannot get into it. I'm sorry, and I know people will have a lot to say about that one, but it does not do it for me. I thought it was garbage. And like I said, I'm sure a lot of people will have flack with that one, but... I don't know, like, there's some pretty bad movies out there, but, like, I can't think of anything, like, too off the wall that I just don't like or think is too bad. We'll take this, because we're right here, so... Hello? Why? Why? Why is this suddenly a BT field out of nowhere? I wasn't even doing anything. It Follows is probably one of the worst I've seen. It Follows. I have no idea what that is. Describe it for me. Make it appealing. I will say bad horror movie that I like is, What's that damn movie called? Once I drop this off, I'll look it up. There's this really bad horror movie that I think is absolutely terrifying, and everybody else is like, meh, it's okay. But I personally thought it was horrific. And to this day, it still, like, bugs me. Drop this off. Let's see. Horror movie about night terrors. They. They. I think They, it came out in 2002. I think They's a great horror film. But, like, a lot of people would definitely disagree with me. But It Follows. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it before. No. Oh! I know! Worst movie I've ever seen. And it's one of the few movies I've walked out of theaters. Bruno. Bruno was god-fucking awful. I have never, ever walked out of another movie. But I walked out of Bruno. It was so bad. I was on a date at the time, and, like, her and I went to go see it, and the movie was just so terrible. Bad movie. Let's see how many dudes there are in this Western environment, or Westport. No, we don't care about that. Basically, someone is cursed, and the curse is that follows you around just as a random person gets closer, so whoever has the curse has to watch over their back. Okay, that sounds appealing. Thank you for describing one of your worst favorite films in a way that makes me actually want to watch it. I will 100% check it out. It Follows. You know what I think one of the worst wasted franchises is? The Thing. God, do I love The Thing. The original, like, black and white Thing was I wouldn't say it was a bad movie, but it wasn't a great movie. And then the remake, the one that's, like, the most famous one, the 80s Thing, is pretty good. I haven't seen the new Thing, but I hear it nowhere lives up to the rest of the series. And that's kind of sad, because, like, really good concept. Fantastic idea. And I just feel like it was wasted all on Hollywood chasing nostalgia. I wonder if I can put this on any of them. Or is everything too... Yeah, it's too locked up. Alright. Heard the Thing game was good? Yeah, the Thing game was great! Man, I played that as a kid! Number one, it was scary as shit. If there was another Thing that was made other than when I was a kid, please let me know, because I'm thinking of this old game that I was a kid. Number two, like, you had no idea who the actual Thing was because it was, like, randomized. So, like, you could have one thing, there could be multiple things. You really had no clue what was coming. And it did a damn good job of really making you, like, look around and be like, hey, can you figure out who the Thing is? And sometimes it was just better pull out my flamethrower and burn everybody, because you just had no idea, like, any of it. Aw, oh, man, it's an updated base. Son of a bitch. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to do this the long way. Oh, that's a long-ass drop. Disregard, we gotta really adjust. I didn't think it was that damn far. It's a hell of a bullet drop. Okay, I guess we should probably bring all this closer if we're gonna do this. Do it from a timefall shelter would be ideal.
Get a move on.
What's your favorite movie then? That's so hard. Like, I couldn't even begin to give you a cursory list of movies that I really enjoy. Like, there are so many movies that I truly just like.
Someone's out there.
I don't know. I guess we'll give you a decent smattering of stuff. One of my favorite animated movies is Grave of the Fireflies. Let's see. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, regardless of how bad it is, it definitely is a movie I enjoy quite a bit. It's garbage, but so is a lot of stuff I enjoy. You're gonna have to wait while I put some thought into this, while I do this, because I'm currently unable to think and answer your question at the same time. Okay. Alright, so that's just gonna be as much as I can get done here for those. Thought I could make my life easier, but don't think it's going to. I missed, like, almost every shot that I took. That's fucking wild. I gotta offload this emu.
Sam, looks like there's some lost cargo for the pizza chef.
I'm aware.
Shall we take it to him?
Ugh, I'm so bothered because I have stuff that I don't want to get ruined. This way. I got real fucking lucky. Here we go. Now I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. The way I didn't want to go about this. Ugh. I hate pile of bodies as a method to do this. It's my least favorite way to deal with bases. I mean, breadcrumbing works, but it's not my preferred method. Now I have to check to make sure these are all right. They've got a little bit of damage on them. Little bit of damage, so we'll see. My least favorite way to do this. He's about to go over to this body pile, isn't he? God, this fucking pile of bodies. It's ridiculous. Sucker Punch. I have to say, of the many movies that I've seen, I think Sucker Punch is pretty good. There was a movie that I have seen that I would call a masterpiece, but I haven't... Masquerade was okay. Running Scared. Number one favorite movie. Running Scared. Not the old one from the 80s, but the new one that turned Paul Walker into a household name before he was even famous. Like, the movie is so unknown by people that Paul Walker wasn't even on the box. He wasn't even one of the people that was considered like the star of that movie. He was just some guy they chose. The movie was so great because it did such a good job of twists and turns that, honestly, you know how, like, there are movies that you know the ending before you even get to the ending? This is one of the few movies, to this day, like, I still see it as a movie that if I had watched it for the first time, I wouldn't have known what it was. Would have had no idea the ending to that movie. The twists and turns were immaculate. Alright. Done and done. Now we can move along. Unnecessary. That is why I did not enjoy... I don't enjoy doing that. So we'll go ahead and grab our stuff. And then... finally make our deliveries and stuff. Luckily, I had none of the stuff that I needed for, like, standard orders. Left them all back here. Hopefully our emu is still here. Hasn't, like, wandered himself off. Okay, we're good. Thought he might have been a problem, but...
Let's get a move on.
Yeah, Running Scared. Did not see that ending coming, so I would highly recommend it if you are into, like, thrillers and drama. Caught me off guard. I watched it with my dad. Also, Musa. Musa is a foreign film. The thing is, you gotta find Musa and not The Warrior. The Warrior, I think, is its English edit, but it got the made-for-TV edit. So if you're watching The Warrior, you're not going to get the same drama as you will with Musa. Versus, also a bad movie that I think is great. But I would say that Running Scared is still one of my favorite movies. If I can only choose one. I haven't seen Running Scared since it came out. Yeah, that one with Paul Walker, it was just such a good movie. I really, really enjoyed it, and I did not see the ending coming. I mean, once you think about it, yeah, it kind of makes sense, but it was just, at the time... I'm glad somebody's seen it, though. Because I always mention, everybody's like, what the hell are you talking about? Comes across like I'm trying to go ahead and make a Brian Regan sketch. What the hell are you talking about, buddy? Eye strain meds. Oh, can I not even... I guess I gotta carry it by hand. Oh, another Misanga? Cool, I guess. Let me take off one of the attached to suit items. I guess I'll offload my ladder. Movie was awesome, though. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's
All
head
right.
to our destination and make the delivery.
Got a ton of stuff for the pizza chef here. Man, to think that I just came over here for a small, like, drop-off, thinking that I would just make it there. And here I am, literally hauling the teeth. Everything under the sun. Saw as your number one had the same effect as MGS2 had for me, but with movies. I like the Saw series, and a lot of people are like, you know, Saw, it's overrated horror! And I'm like, you're not thinking enough about the movie if you just think it's overrated horror. The movie is not just, like, it's not meant to be horror. Like, when I first watched it, like, after watching them in quite a few times, I used to originally think that each of the Saw movies was a representation of the Seven Sins, which I thought was a pretty good way of thinking about it. But, surprisingly, it just, overall, does not have a bad... It's not a bad movie, in my opinion. Not a bad series. Yeah, sure, it's over-the-top gore and everything else. I think the first three are decent, and the other ones are pretty garbage. But... But nonetheless, I still like the Saw series. Let's see. I was 7 when the first one came out. Blew your mind? That's funny. Yeah, it was such a different film. And I mean, it had such a small budget. Saw was probably to you what Blair Witch was to my generation. Because I'm 36? 36. But like, yeah, it was just a phenomenal thing. And I think it was just one of those movies that was so of its time and of its era, it's hard to even make a comparison to other movies of that time and era.
I've been waiting. It's at work.
There it is.
Where did you find this cargo?
That should be it. Hell yeah, Pizza Chef is done.
I want you to
A
know
suit adorned with the
you
logo,
have
the small signs can be attached. This bespoke piece of
prepared
himself.
something
Combining
to
it with the
express
matching
my
hat,
appreciation.
you'll look for all the world like an outstanding pizza chef. Huh. Boots are part of the uniform. Combined with matching, you'll look like an outstanding pizza delivery man. I wonder if that has any special bonuses. Like it does anything in particular. 30 for you? Yeah, then I think you were just past the, like, the big... Maybe you were around when, like, the big Blair Witch fever was out. I don't really remember when Blair Witch came out. Look that up. My first ever horror movie, I wouldn't even call it a horror movie, was, From Dusk Till Dawn. Garbage! Now that I'm old enough to realize how bad it was. But back then, chef's kiss. It was so good. What am I looking up again? Oh, Blair Witch. Blair Witch. The events of Blair Witch are presented to have taken place in '94. Screening, it premiered as a midnight screening in '99. So Blair Witch came out in '99. And then Saw released in 2004. Yeah! Actually, Selma Hayek is in that movie, so 10. So it was exactly 5 years, so it does make the difference. So me being 36, Blair Witch was our big horror, and Saw being 5 years later, yeah, huge difference. Now I can understand why one was the other. But yeah, Selma Hayek, man,
There is something
cool
I would
lady.
like you to have.
Ah, cool, I get the hat. Thanks, but I can't wear it with my camel. Slows the rage if he look more like an outstanding pizza delivery man. But my question is, like, why would I want to pizza delivery man, is my question. Like, does it do anything for me? Alright, breakables... Complete within 3 minutes? Complete within 4 and keep flat? Couldn't do it even if I wanted. No, both of those would require me to take out everything along the path. 5, baby. I think the suit lets you sleep at any location, even if you haven't 5-starred. Oh, that's... Oh, that would be why somebody mentioned that I needed to pick up the pizza suit. Okay. That explains it. Pioneer. Those are all back behind me, so we're not going to be doing any of these, not until we finish what we've got here. Tar Manganate, I think that is... Distribution, Architect, yeah, okay. Yeah. Sorry. You told me a while ago, so I couldn't remember. There's only so many people I think who would come in here to talk to me about the game anyway, so I should have known better. If I say somebody, obviously I can't remember exactly who. So my apologies. Alright. Architect. Even though we've already finished the architect. That's animal shelter. Manganate, we'll have to pick those. How far is that? 7? So it should be just down the hill from architect. Yeah, for the pizza delivery stuff, we're probably gonna have to, if I ever wanted to finish those standard orders, I most likely would have to go ahead and set up a zipline system. Because, I mean, it might be possible to, like, run from one place to another, but, like, I don't know, 300 pounds? I guess 200 and whatever pounds worth of stuff. Quite a bit. Also, I'm gonna have to go pick up Look here soon, so I don't know if we'll finish out all of our deliveries today. I'm not too worried about you walking loot bags. Man, I shouldn't have mentioned having to go pick up Love. I'm just kidding. You guys should know. Usually around 6 o'clock. So it's 5:38, but usually around 6 o'clock I gotta go pick her up, so... I'm not gonna make her walk. It's too hot for that these days. Plus, you know, why would I ever make my significant other, like, walk if they don't have to, right? Just because I want to get my standard order knocked out has nothing to do with me actually wanting to make this delivery. Alright, here you go. Breakable cargo. There you go.
Now this is it.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Take this with you.
It better not be a cargo... Don't be a cargo container spray. Drop this off at somebody who needs a tool, because everybody seems to need tools, so... Here you go, my dude! Okay, let's dismantle the snipers, since they are officially gone. No reason to let them, like, completely break. Why? Oh, it's because... Got it. Facility storage. Will exceed storage. Okay, I have to go back to that. We don't... Well, let's see what we have in here. Mostly still got stuff. Alright. Breakables. We're kind of on our way over that way anyway, so... I really don't want to do either of those, but... it's just 20. Sure. Backpack customizing. Customizing the look. Pizza chef. That's so funny. Yeah, gotta just knock out stuff as we go where we can.
Don't let me down.
Let's do some cargo manipulation because there are better ways, I think, to move some of this cargo around. Alright, good stuff. Manganese. Where is this stuff? Right here. I need to see if it's in the base or if it's just close by. Because if it's in the base, very different approach than if it's just close by. Oh, son of a bitch. It's on, like, the wall.
Trouble nearby.
Need to see if somebody has done this or not. Because this will determine how I go about it. Oh, it's on the left side. Okay. That's not too terrible. I can do that. Just gotta keep low. Such a stupid spot. You do have randomly lost your cargo in. Good thing I'm used to fucking being the goat and climbing everything. Got used to that super early. Otherwise, that would have been a real pain in the ass. Alright, cool. Yep, now we just go over the top and away. And away! Thanks, Camel Hood. Such a great, useful item. Best item in the game, for sure. I think we can make it before I gotta go pick up lift. Easy enough to just gently go down this mountain face. Heck yeah. That's why they call me the GOAT, because I be climbing. Not because I'm good at anything. Son of a bitch. I was like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna run hella hard. And then, yeah, I sure ran hella hard right into a rock. All right. It's so crazy that they would make you go back to F1 distribution.
I will always support you.
I guess they're also expecting somebody to, like, do it the normal way and either TP or, you know, take their bike or whatever back, rather than doing this nonsense. This is not too bad a run. I guess while we're here, we could probably fix up the roads in the back half that got destroyed. Heck yeah. Yes, if it isn't Sam. Alright. I can finally drop these off. Two Legend of Legends right there. I don't have a lot of them, but I've got some of them. If it's a goddamn like cargo container spray, why? Why is it always cargo container spray? Who needs it? Alright, cool. Some solid drops there. Alright. That is where we are going to call it for today. Hopefully you guys... He looks so bloodied. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's show. We'll be back again. What's tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, we should be back again tomorrow. If you're new to the channel... Or you don't use the spray, you deliver rusty cargo? Hell yeah! Who needs to There's no reason to ever worry about the cargo itself. I deliver it rusty as fuck. As long as the stuff inside is fine, they don't give a shit about the outside. So yeah, rusty-ass cargo. Rusty, dusty, smelling musty. It damages the cargo? It doesn't! That's the beauty. So, as the cargo container itself... Even if it's at 0%, as long as the interior cargo isn't damaged, it'll still count as perfect. So I never use the spray because as long as I don't get my damaged cargo, it's perfectly fine. So you can have the most rusted out 0% cargo container ever, but you can still get a perfect cargo container delivery score just because you deliver the cargo inside intact, as long as it doesn't have any damage. I learned that in the first one when I was maxing out my S's and stuff. So, that's why you never ever see me use cargo container spray, and I will occasionally stop at timefall shelters to max out my stuff so that way if they do take a slight bit of damage, it... Know that, but you're walking in the rain, how does that damage it? Beats me! But that's the case. Even if the cargo container itself is rusted out, the cargo is not damaged. And mind you, I'm also playing on Brutal, so if it was going to do it, it certainly would do it on this one. Anyway. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, sub, share, follow, all that good stuff. Helps the channel grow. I gotta go pick up Luft. That's the only reason I'm trying to rush you out along. Bring your friends... Like, sub, share, follow. You know, bring your friends so they know too. All that good stuff. Yeah, we're pushing for our 1,000 subs this year, and my 1,500 extra watch hours. So please feel free to leave your things here so you can continue to watching the channel. Yeah, have a cool day. Stay cool, stay safe, and most importantly, until I see you all again, stay golden.